the senses out from the snare of the devil. 2T2 23-26 Hence, the call to repentance may be given inside the congregation of God's people, as well as outside of it. The person must see that he has sinned against God. PS 51 3, 4 J 3 25 This may be quite evident where open or direct blasphemy, vocal misuse of God's name, or worship of other gods, as by use of idol images, is involved. X 20 2-7 But even in what one might consider a private matter or something between himself and another human, wrongs committed must be recognized as sins against God, a treating of Jehovah with disrespect. Compare 2 So 12 7-14 PS 51 4 Lu 15 21 Even wrongs committed in ignorance or by mistake are to be recognized as making one guilty before the sovereign ruler, Jehovah God. Compare La 5 17-19 PS 51 5, 6 119 67 1T1 13-16 The work of the prophets was largely one of convincing Israel of its sin. 58 1, 2 Mic 3 8-11 Whether it was idolatry. as 14 6 Injustice, oppression of one's fellow man. 34 14-16 Issa 1 16, 17 Immorality. 5 7-9 Or failing to trust in Jehovah God, and, instead, trusting in men and the military might of nations. 1 So 12 19-21 J 2 35-37 Ho 12 6 14 1-3 The message of John the Baptizer and that of Jesus Christ were calls to repentance on the part of the Jews. Mount 3 1, 2, 7, 8 4 17 John and Jesus stripped away from the people and their religious leaders the cloak of self-righteousness and of observance of man-made traditions and hypocrisy, exposing the sinful state of the nation. Lu 3 7, 8 Mount 15 1-9 23 1-39 Joe 8 31-47 9 40, 41 Getting the sense with the heart. For repentance, then, there must initially be a hearing and seeing with understanding, due to a receptive heart. Compare Issa 6 9, 10 Mount 13 13-15 Act 28 26, 27 Not only does the mind perceive and grasp what the ear hears and the eye sees, but more important, those repenting get the sense of it, the thought, Joe 12 40 with their hearts. Mount 13 15 Act 28 27 There is, therefore, not merely an intellectual recognition of the wrongness of their ways but a heart appreciation of this fact. With those already having knowledge of God, it may be a case of their calling back to their heart such knowledge of Him and His commandments. 4 39 Compare PR 24 32 Isra 44 18-20 So that they can come to their senses. 1 Kai 8 47 With the right heart motivation they can make their mind over, proving to themselves o textoi acute miritra longo. Repentance 773 Exaltation, pride, the bad way, and the perverse mouth. P 8 13 4 24 Along with this, there must be a loving of righteousness and the firm determination to adhere to a righteous course from then on. Without both this hatred of bad and love of righteousness, there will be no genuine force to their repentance, no following through with true conversion. Thus, King Hobom humbled himself under the expression of Jehovah's anger, but afterward Hobom did what was bad, for he had not firmly established his heart to search for Jehovah. 2ch 12 12-14 Compare Ho 6 4-6 Sadness in a godly way, not that of the world. The Apostle Paul, in his second letter to the Corinthians, refers to the sadness in a godly way that they expressed as a result of the reproof given them in his first letter. 2:7. 8-13 He had regretted me my having to write them so sternly and causing them pain, but he ceased to feel any regret upon seeing that the sadness his rebuke produced was of a godly sort, leading to earnest repentance for their wrong attitude and course. He knew that the pain he had caused them was working to their good and would cause them no damage. The sadness leading to repentance was not something they should regret either, for it kept them on the way of salvation. It saved them from backsliding or apostasy and gave them hope of life everlasting. He contrasts this sadness with the sadness of the world that produces death. Such does not stem from faith and love of God and righteousness. The world's sadness, born of failure, disappointment, loss, punishment for wrongdoing, and shame. Compare PR 5. 3-14, 22, 23. 25. 8-10, is often accompanied by or produces bitterness, resentment, envy. And it leads to no lasting benefit, no improvement, no genuine hope,